Good morning, everyone. We're going to just practice Word one more time quickly, and then I'll let you have a go on your computer. Okay. So to open the Word software, what is the first thing we should do? Click on the Start button, and you click on Word. Sometimes on a different computer you won't have this menu. This is Windows 11, but if you're using a Windows 10 computer, the Start button will be on the left side. So when you click on it, the menu will be it's a vertical menu where you have to search for it, or you scroll through to see where the Word software is. Whereas in this computer, you just click on Start and you click on the Word. Okay, and then and then you click on not blank space. You click on the blank document. Okay, once you clicked on the blank document, you will see this is how it is. So here I just have to create a recipe. Let's say I'm just going to say making an Indian tea. Okay, that's a recipe. Okay, so I press enter once I typing it in, and then next thing is I put ingredients. Okay, let me make some mistake. I think yeah, we will worry about it later. So ingredients, and the next thing I'm going to say, we just need what? Milk, tea leaves, sugar, water, maybe like cardamom if you want to use some spice, yeah, and so on. We'll correct it later. I think there are some spelling mistakes. And then here I just want to insert a picture into the space, so I just clicked after the word cardamom, I press enter, so I'm on, my cursor is on the next line. Don't insert a picture when your cursor is on the previous on the word cardamom. The reason is because the picture will be pasted next to the word cardamom. We want to go to the next line, so we are inserting a picture on a fresh line. There are two ways, I think last time we explained, to insert a picture. One way is to use the menu from the Word software itself to insert a picture. Another way is you minimize this and go to Firefox or Google Chrome or Edge browser to search for a picture. Okay, we'll do both the ways and see how it works. So first way, I'm just going to go to the insert picture, the option insert here, click on picture, and you say online picture. When I click on online picture, don't write notes, it's already there in your paper I gave you. So just listen, and I'm going to put the video anyway, so just listen. So I clicked on insert, I go to picture, I clicked on online picture. So when you click on online picture, just wait for some time, the page should get loaded up, and then it should give you a search option. Okay, and that's where you type the picture you're looking for. At the moment you can still see the thing is loading, so that we'll wait for some time maybe and see what happened. Yeah, it's loaded up. So now here in the word where it says search Bing, I click inside that so that the cursor is flashing inside. I'm just looking for Indian tea. I press enter. So now you can see there are plenty of pictures here. So one of the picture I like, probably I'll just go with this picture. Yeah, and I click insert. If I scroll down, you can see other pictures also, but I'll go with the first picture here. I say insert. So you can see the whole picture gets inserted. So if I want to make this picture smaller, you go to corner of the picture, either this corner or to the other right corner, or bottom right corner, or bottom left corner, one of the corners. When you move to one of the corner, you will see a double-sided arrow. So when you move the mouse over the circle here, you will see a double-sided arrow. You click and hold the click on the mouse and drag inward so that the picture gets smaller. So this is one way of inserting a picture. Another way of inserting the picture, let's say if I minimize this browser, the Word application, if I minimize it and I go to one of the internet browser, it can be Firefox or Google Chrome or Microsoft Edge. Just go to one of the browser and I double click it, and then here you just go to google.com, and where to the search engine, or bing.com, www.bing.com. Here you're typing Indian tea. So here when you typed it, you're not looking for a recipe, you are looking for a image. So you click on image and you can scroll down and you can see there's a lot of pictures here. Maybe I'll go with this picture here on the right side. Yeah? If I click on this picture and I move the mouse here and do a right click on the picture, not on the blank space, on the word here or not here or here, just whatever picture you clicked on, when you click on, there is a preview comes up on the right side. You move the mouse over the picture and you do a right click and you say copy image. You click on copy image, not copy image link, copy image. Once you copy it, I don't need this browser anymore, so I should close it. When I close it, I want to go back to my Word software. Where is my Word software right now? On the taskbar, you can see there is a Word logo. So you click on it, and here I can click and paste. I feel like more than this picture looks more authentic. Yeah, because this is how they serve tea in the tea shop back home. So what I would say is I'm going to remove this picture. How do I remove this picture? I click on the picture first and then press the delete button on the keyboard. Okay, now I can click on this picture, the second picture which we insert, and I click and drag inward or outward. I want to make it bigger or smaller, I can just adjust it accordingly. Now I want to go to the next line. How do I go to the next line? No, first you click after the picture, then you press enter. Okay, sometimes what happens when the picture is selected and when you press enter, there is a chance it might delete the picture. So you don't want that. It's better to click after the picture and you press enter, and then you type the word preparation. Okay, I'll say boil the water and add cardamom. Next thing is add the tea leaves followed by milk. Okay, boil it to 100 degree and add sugar, serve it. Yeah, something like this. Now let me make some mistakes here. The word followed is a mistake. I'll make water, I'll just probably add double T, and then maybe here leaves, I'll just put like that. Some spelling mistakes. Imagine we have a spelling mistake. How do I first correct the spelling mistakes? I go to review and I go to under proofing, you see spelling and grammar. You click on spelling and grammar. On the right side it says the word I typed is this one. I put cardamom, not cardamom. I missed the R. So they're asking, do you mean this spelling, or this spelling? Oh, I said this is the right spelling. So I click on it. It automatically changed. Water, I put double T, but the correct spelling is water or wetter or water. No, this spelling, because it's liquid. Followed is wrong. I click on it. Ingredients is wrong. I click on it. So leaves, this is my spelling, but this is the correct spelling. There are few spellings here, but you can see for some reason my computer is not suggesting the correct spelling. Maybe it couldn't, because there are words called leaves, lives, lefts, levy. So which means it couldn't recognize it. So I'll probably say ignore once for now. And now it's all complete. Now I go to the leaves here. I manually add the word A after the word E. Yeah? Because it didn't recognize it. Sometimes it might happen if I put my name onto it, computer doesn't know my name, so it won't recognize. But most of the time it should recognize, yeah, or suggest the right spelling. Okay, now we added everything now. So all I have to do is now worry about formatting. Formatting means we already know. You select the title, whichever text you want to format, select it, and you go to the home ribbon. We are on the review ribbon now, so we go to the home ribbon. That's where we have all the formatting features of the text. So I go to under font. It's grouped here, but in your computer probably you will see the whole menu as it is. Yeah, it's grouped here under font like this. Yeah, but in your computer you probably see the whole menu, because in the projection I can only see certain things here. But in your computer probably you won't have font here. You will probably see the whole menu. When you click on home, you will see the whole menu like this. Yeah. So now you click on, I go to the font, I change it to, like, say, Bernard. I go to the color, maybe I'll just choose some golden color, and I go to the bigger A here. I click bigger A a few times. Now I click on paragraph, I click on center. Yeah. Under font, I probably click underline. So I formatted the text. So I do the same thing with the next line. Select the line, go to font, make it bigger, go to font type, change the font to maybe copper black, and maybe underline. Black is okay, I'll leave it as it is. I'm not going to change the color. Don't use this color, go for the font color. But if you're not sure, move the mouse and leave it for some time. What does it say? Font color. If I move the mouse here and leave it for some time, what does it? It says font. Font size. Increase font size. Decrease font size. I can even choose the number here, but I can also use this button. So whenever you're not sure, just move the mouse and leave it for some time. Read the description. You will see what it is. Now I come down. Now I want to select all these 4 or 5 ingredients and change in one go. So which means the selection needs to start from the word milk, go forward, come down, 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 and release the click. Or you can start from the end of the word, last word, click and hold the click, go backward, go up, 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 and then stop. Okay. Sometimes you end up going a little bit up. What you can do is don't release the click, just move the mouse down, down, and then release the click. Okay. Now I go to font, make it bigger, go to font type, I'll just say Algerian, go to color, I choose green, go to paragraph, I choose bullets. Can you see these 3 dots is bullets? Or if I don't like the bullet style, I go to the arrow and I can see other styles here. I can choose maybe other styles, but we'll leave it as it is for now anyway. And then I scroll down, I click on the picture, go to paragraph, and I click center. So I put the picture in the center, and I scroll down to the next line, which is preparation. Select it, font, bigger font, type. I'm just going to say Bernard. I can choose the color as purple, maybe an underline. Select the bottom 4 lines, go to paragraph, I choose numbering 1, 2, 3. Yeah, not bullets this time, I'm choosing numbering 1, 2, 3. And I go to font here, I just take it bigger a little bit, go to font type, I just choose maybe Arial, Arial narrow maybe, and I go to color, maybe dark blue, and maybe I just click on bold. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that looks better, so I'll leave the bold. But bold and italic and underline, there are 3 called font styles. Yeah, this is font type, font size, font color. Okay, now I think we're done with the document. One thing I would say is, probably in case sometimes you might feel, oh, this picture, it can go to the right side because there's empty space here. Why can't it go to the right side? So in that instance, maybe you can use something called text wrapping. Okay. Normally when I click on the picture, I go to paragraph, I can do left, center, and right, but I can't move the picture around. But if I go to text wrapping, for example, when I click on the picture, can you see there's a word called picture format there? There's a menu. But if I click away from the picture, can you see that menu? No, it's not there now. When I click on the picture, there's a option called picture format. If I click on picture format and I go to arrange grouping, in under arrange grouping, you will see an option called text wrap. And then you choose either square or tight, one of the options. So I'll just say maybe square. I click on square. Now I can click the picture and move anywhere I want to move. Yeah?
So what's the difference between square and tight?
They both are almost similar. When I move it here, it looks like this. Even tight almost exactly does the same thing. So I mean like really see a big difference in it. But square is, when you choose a square or tight option, you can literally choose the picture and move around wherever you want to move. That's what it means. We'll keep that way simple. And then now you can see the whole document is done. Now how do I, now I think still we have a lot of space underneath. So what I can do is maybe I can select the ingredients. Maybe I can go to font and make it bigger, even bigger. Maybe I'll choose the preparation and maybe I can go to font and I make it even bigger. Not that big, maybe a little bit. Yeah. So now I think we got a recipe sheet. But how do I save it? Okay. To save it, I go to File, I go to Save As, I go to Browse, and then on the left side you choose the word desktop. At the moment we are saving everything in the desktop, so I'll choose desktop. In the desktop maybe I have a folder, but I'm not going to save it in the folder. If I want to save it inside the folder, I have to open this folder first. But if I don't want, you just want to save it on desktop, means you only click desktop and then you go write making a tea by Val, and then I just click save. Okay, if I close it, for example, you will see this file we done is right here, making a tea, Indian tea, Indian tea. I'll just rename it. When I open it, Indian tea. Okay. Now if I double click it, you will see that particular thing, whatever we typed is there. I think maybe making an Indian tea. I'll just say add the word Indian. Okay. I just made some modification. When I close it, what will happen? It's asking, would you like to save your change? I say yes, save. Don't say don't save. Save means what happened? The word India to Indian, it's already modified, so it is saved. Okay. Is it clear? Any question?
The file thing, if you want to make a new file, just click on new file.
Yeah, you can do that as well.
So you could keep a file of recipes if you want to just keep it smaller.
Sorry, come
so
again.
It
You
says Val there.
Yes.
In the file.
Yeah.
If
No,
you
that's
want
not a file. That's a folder.
a folder. So
Yeah.
okay, the difference in folders and files
Yes.
is what?
See, making an Indian tea is a file.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Val is a folder.
I should have said folder.
For example, if I want to create a folder, I do a right click on an empty space. Is it an empty space here?
Yes.
Is it an empty space?
Yes.
Is this an empty space? No. Is this an empty space? Yes. So I can click on, I move my mouse to any empty space on the desktop. I do a right click and I go to new. I go to folder.
Right.
So here now I'm just going to call the folder as, for example, Steve. Yep.
So that's only on right click. Can you get it a different way?
I'll show you the different way.
Okay.
So I type the word Steve and I should press enter. So now this Steve is a folder. When I open Steve, do you think something is inside Steve? No, because the folder is empty. But what I can do is when let's say I'm doing a file, let me open making a tea, for example, the same file. I'm just going to make some modification here. I'm just going to add the word spice here. Okay? And then I'm going to make some modification, serve it as soon as possible. I'm making some modification. But now this file, I want to save it inside Steve folder, not on the desktop. But Steve is on the desktop, but I want to save inside Steve. So what should I do is, I'm going to go to File, I go to Save As, and I go to Browse. Now, on the left side, the location we are going to look for is, what is the location we have to look for? Desktop. No, desktop first. So I choose desktop. When I choose desktop, you can see Steve and Val is there. I want to save inside Steve, not on outside the location. I want to save inside a folder. So I double click Steve. Are we inside Steve now? How do you know?
Because there's nothing there.
No. All on the top you can see we are in desktop location under Steve. Now here I'm just going to say making a tea by, because Steve did modification, so I'll say Steve. Okay, and then I click save. So now if I close it, we have a copy here. This is done by Val. We have another copy inside the desktop Steve folder, which is called, say, making an Indian tea by Steve. Okay, but Steve is a folder. When I open it, making an Indian tea by Steve is a file.
So the folders look different there.
Yeah, folder is always yellow color icon. Anything yellow color icon you see, it's a folder.
That shows you an opened folder,
It's an empty shell.
but you've got some folders that seem to be closed as well.
No. This is a preview of it. It's showing a preview of what is inside. You can see, by seeing it, I can see Steve as a Word file.
But if you've got
Because if I see Val doesn't have a blue icon inside. Inside it has a green icon.
so it's Excel.
It has an Excel file. It has probably Word file also. If you open it, it has a lot of files here. But the last one probably I've done is probably it's not showing other icon. It is by default it's showing some just Excel icon here, just to differentiate between Steve and Val. Okay, is it clear?
Please, the folder again to create, just go.
Okay, folder. There are two ways you can create a folder. On the desktop there is no menu. So when there is no menu, you do a right click, you go to New, you go to Folder, and when I click on Folder, straight away the folder is created. Don't go and click inside the folder. Already it is selected in blue. When it is selected in blue color, I should start typing my name. Okay, so I'll probably type your name, coffee. Okay, and then I press enter. Is it a folder created for coffee? Yes. But do we have any file inside coffee? No, it's empty. Yeah. Let me open a browser file explorer. How do I go to my file explorer? Go to the bottom here and click on file explorer. Now I go to desktop now. When I go to desktop here, we can see coffee, Steve, Val, but we go inside the file explorer, not just directly onto the desktop. When I'm here, there is another way of creating folder. Can you see the word new here? I click on new and I click on folder, and I can call this folder as Scholar. Okay, so I created, but I didn't do a right click this time. I went to the menu here, I click on folder, but you can ask me, can I do right click? Yes, you can do right click. You move the mouse to an empty space, do a right click, go to new, you go to folder. You can also do that way.
So
But
this is all on the desktop because it says desktop.
Yeah, not only desktop, you can go to documents. In documents, I can create a folder by clicking new. I go to videos and click a folder called new. But some computer, you won't see the word new. Instead, on the same file explorer window, on the top somewhere here, you will see an yellow color icon. What does it mean? It means to create a new folder. Okay. Some of the computer you will see, instead of the word new, you will see an yellow color icon, which is a folder icon. When I click on it, it will create a new folder for me. Okay, is it clear, all of you? Okay, this video, I'm just thinking, do you want me to put it on your YouTube? Yeah? Yeah? You don't mind with your names, yeah? There are probably 1,000. Okay, okay. So shall we stop now?
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.